rather Foreign Minister Kotsias Nikos. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Jerusalem. You come here at a critical time for Greece, and I appreciate the fact that you kept this visit, despite some rather dramatic events in your country. And I think it demonstrates the real commitment that we have to strengthen the friendship between our two countries. It's dramatically changed. It has deep roots because Athens and Jerusalem provided the twin foundations of Western civilizations, and the idea of the freedoms of the modern world originated in these two cities. Today we're two Western democracies seeking peace, stability, and security in the Eastern Mediterranean. May I add that we also seek prosperity. That's something that's important, and we are committed to help in any way we can to ensure your success, not only because of friendship, but also because I think we live in an interwoven world where the stability of one country affects the stability of many countries. We are also allies in the struggle against the terrorism of militant Islam that afflicts the entire region. It afflicts not only the Middle East and Israel, it afflicts obviously just about every country in the world. Recently, we saw an Iranian Hezbollah terror cell uncovered in Cyprus that had reportedly 5 tons of ammonium nitrate in one apartment. That's roughly the amount that took down the federal building in Oklahoma City. That's just one apartment. But this terror network expands to over 30 countries and many continents. And we have just received a report of another Iranian terror cell operating in Jordan that was uncovered. This is one source of the terrorism, the militant Shiites. The second is, of course, the militant Sunnis led by Daesh, ISIS. Then we have a common battle with the moderate Arab countries and so many others who seek to remove the scourge. I hope that we can discuss today all these issues, our bilateral issues, our ability to enhance our cooperation in many, many fields. And these are challenging times. They're challenging times also because today we face the possibility that a deal will be signed with Iran, which is the foremost state sponsor of terrorism in the world. This deal, as far as we can see, comes on almost daily concessions from the P5+1 to growing Iranian demands. Every day, more concessions are made, and every day the deal becomes worse and worse. I could say that what we see in Vienna is not a breakthrough, but more like a breakdown of the principles that the P5+1 committed itself to uphold in the Lausanne negotiations. This deal will pave Iran's path to a nuclear arsenal. It will give them a jackpot of hundreds of billions of dollars with which to continue to fund their aggression and terror, aggression in the region, terror throughout the world. It's something that I think we should work against, because you have such a bad deal that resembles more and more the deal with North Korea. The conclusion is simple. It's been said before by many leaders, and I'll say it again now. Better no deal than this very bad deal. That too affects all our countries. We need to cooperate to seek stability, security, peace, and prosperity. And these are the subjects that I look forward to discussing with you, and so many other things. This is your first visit to Jerusalem. We always have a special feeling for Greece. I'm proud to have been the prime minister that worked to further our relationship. We reestablished our formal diplomatic ties 25 years ago, but really 5 years ago we began to cooperate more closely with one another. I visited Greece. You are visiting Israel now, and I welcome you in the spirit of friendship. ancient and modern. And we hope and pray for your success. Welcome to Jerusalem.
Thank you. Thank you.